Well, hey folks, and welcome back. I've got quite a cool little project on the go at the moment. This is a scale model railway train, train set, layout, whatever you want to call it. But this particular section was one of three, or is one of what was three, and the two ends have twisted. So I've been asked to reproduce this centre section and make one more end to it so that this layout can be stripped and redone and used for a new layout. So what I've done is I've cut 9mm ply. I'm using exactly what was used in the original layout. This is about 20-25 years old, so it's getting on a bit. It's done quite a few exhibitions in its time. But I've cut 9mm ply. If you're making your own, then I'd probably go for 1/2 inch ply personally, but I've kept it the same to keep it the same. And if you aren't able to cut it with a table saw like I am, then you can actually go to most of your cheap goods suppliers, Plywood's, B&Q warehouses, Home Depot, whatever you've got near you, and they can generally cut the timbers to size for you. So I've already cut the strips and ripped them down to the right widths. I've also cut some glue box for the inside. If we look underneath, it's a really simple construction. This was originally screwed and glued. I'm going to pin nail it together, so it should go together fairly quickly, so hopefully it'll be a fairly short video. And yeah, I'm going to crack on now, take some more measurements and cut some bits to size, and get this new end piece assembled. So I'll have a little rejig in here and get set up for some cross cuts and come back in a second. Okay, we're making really good progress with the box, and I think a lot of that's to do with having a lot of materials pre-cut to size, and also the fact that using the pin gun is really speeding things up. But obviously, if you haven't got one of those, then it's probably small panel pins and glue, or even like this one. So there's panel pins in here, and also where it's been screwed together. So one of the problems, or the problem that happened with the other two baseboards, was that they twisted along their length. I suspect possibly the age of the layout. I mean, as I said, this is sort of 25 years old, but also these supports here, which are actually to put the legs onto these holes where the leg assembly is bolted into the boards. They're only 6mm ply, so I'm going to continue on because I've got plenty of the 9mm and use 9mm ply on these to do this. So I've already cut the strip to width. It's 4-inch, and I'll install those in exactly the same way and make sure they're well glued in and well pinned in, so that it doesn't twist. So I'll cut these to size. Okay, so by marrying the two boxes together, bottom to bottom, I've got the marks, the centres of the two leg supports and stiffness. Then what I've done is I've just transferred that line across the top and all the way over to the other side, so that when my leg supports go in, I can set them on that centre line and nail them in from the other side. What I've also done is marked the height at which this sticks out. Now what I need to do is mark out the other side. If I flip this over and show you the original on these legs, you can see they've got these little cutouts, and I haven't got the leg assemblies here. I wasn't given those, and I don't know how critical these notches are for the leg assembly. I suspect they're set in so that there's a curtain that runs around the front edge, so you don't see the leg assembly on the boxes and whatnot. But if I then flip that over the other way and lay it next to the original, what I can do is just mark the distances for the two notches, and then I've got a line that I can take just to cut those out, either by hand or on the bandsaw, or just nibble them away with the table saw blade, or even a jigsaw. But once they fit in, I can then line those up, flip way around, can mark the holes where the bolts can fit in for the leg assemblies, and then I can fit those in and just pin them in and glue. Okay, so I've got my holes pre-marked from the other piece, and I'm going to use a 6mm just a little piece of scrap. Okay, so while the main baseboard is drying and glue's cooking off, what I've done is I've just cut and pinned together some little brackets to make some little shelves for bits and pieces on the back, and I've marked out where everything's going to sit from this side to give me a line to pin these two. So we've got a bead of glue, and just going to centre that up at this end. Put a pin in there, and I can do the same on this end, so it's flush and it's actually just on the inside of that line. So bring it up a little bit, try and stop it splitting. From the front. size. Cut those and then I can fix this to the baseboard. Well, here it is, finished baseboard, all pinned together, and the glue's now dry, and I've just temporarily clamped the two boards together. And I really do hope you've had fun watching this, as much fun as I've had building it, because I actually remember watching this layout running originally when I was probably about 8 years old. So it's been a bit of a trip down memory lane for me. And as I say, it's not a particularly technical build in terms of construction methods. It's simply 9mm ply, butt jointed, glued and pinned together. So probably the longest aspect of this was taking the measurements from the original board to marry up the new board. But yeah, a lot of fun, very simple, quick, and the components are very, very light actually. Even with all the glue blocks, and I've used some fairly substantial glue blocks underneath to hold this together, so hopefully it'll have another 25 years to go. So please do like and subscribe. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up for the video if you have enjoyed it, and feel free to share it in all its glory, and I hope to see you again soon with another cool project. So until then, you take care.